Hey guys, Patrick and John here from McCann Custom Remodel, and in today's video we're going to show you from start to finish how we transform this into this. Now let's get into it. So to start off today, John, why don't you tell us a little bit about why the homeowner decided to have their deck done?
Well, this is a rather old deck. It was on the house when they bought it, and it was actually rotting out and falling through. They had a couple family members actually have their feet and legs fall through the deck, so they realized it was time to replace it, and they called us. We came out to replace it for them.
Gotcha. And this wasn't even an old deck, was it? How old was this deck?
I have no idea how old the deck was, but I would say at least 10, 15 years old. It shouldn't have rotted as bad as it did, but I don't know the circumstances behind it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can see a little bit here along the edge where the boards were starting to decompose and fall apart. So, all right. What was one of your favorite parts about this project, John?
Well, it was a 3-level deck. None of it met code. Apparently, it was built by the homeowner without a permit, which was obvious. So we turned it into a 2-level, kind of following the same footprint. I like the railing system. I like the size of it, and nice wide open spaces to enjoy dinner time or have a small party with the family.
Gotcha. Were you guys able to save any of this underlying framing?
No, it was all totally shot. We were forced to take it apart board by board to make sure we could fit it all in the dump trailer.
Gotcha. And so, I mean, how are you digging these holes?
This is a dingo. It's a construction term for it. It's a stand-behind dingo. So it powers, takes you around. It has multiple attachments. That's an 18-inch auger. It makes digging the holes very easy. We can go down 3 foot, 18 inches in diameter, which is pretty much the standard for footers for decks now. You can also put a jackhammer on it. You can put a bucket on it to do some grading in that. So it's a very versatile tool.
Gotcha. And so what happens if you run into rocks?
We have a spud bar. We have to stop. The auger will stop. You can feel it, and then you pull it back out, and we take a spud bar and pull the rocks out.
Awesome. So what's going on here? What are these measurements for?
This is we're doing the frame. Everything's 16 inches on the center. The 2 ends are only 5.5 apart, so we can do what we call a picture frame. Right now we're setting up to level the sides and get the beam in there level so that we're nice and level all the way around.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is actually my favorite part when we build decks, is because you can really see the foundational structure getting built, and it's the first time where the action is happening, more or less. Because when you're doing the demo or when you're digging the holes, it really looks like nothing is happening when you do a video like this. But once you start to get that framing down, it really starts to take shape.
Yeah, and the brace on the side, all the blocking. To keep it straight, we straighten one side and we block it down, then we string the other side and put the block in. It keeps it nice and straight.
Gotcha. Now, what are those posts for?
4x4 posts are to support the railing.
Gotcha.
And now we're putting a picture frame around, what we call a picture frame. Gives you a nice smooth edge all the way around so you don't see all the cut ends of the boards. The boards fit in between that, so it gives it a really classy look.
Gotcha. And is this a true picture frame?
No, it's 3-sided because the last part of it goes against the house. You can't really do a true picture frame because decks don't always work out evenly as you go down. So what you want to do is start on the outside, work your way towards the house. So if you have to rip a board down, say to 1 inch or 2.5 inches, as opposed to the 5.5 inches wide, when you put it up against the house, it's not visible to the eye. The eye really doesn't pick it up, and it makes the whole deck look great. If you were not to do that and do a true picture frame and you had to put a ripper in there, it would be an eyesore. Your eye would pick it up immediately.
Gotcha. And yeah, doing it this way also prevents it from having to go at the other end of the deck, where you would also be able to see it every time you stepped out the door. So
correct. We do it 3 boards at a time. Make sure everything fits nice and tight. We get the boards as tight as we possibly can. So since it's treated 5/4 by 6 deck flooring, after it's out in the sun and exposed and the chemicals dry out, it shrinks and gives it the natural gapping that it should have. So when you first do it, you run everything tight. Here we're building this particular railing system is the Decorators round balusters. Classic black with a Victorian top, Victorian classic cap top that's black. Gives it a really sharp look.
Gotcha. And so tell me, John, what's your favorite part about this deck? What was your favorite part of the whole process?
It wasn't just a big square. That's so it's got 2 levels. It's got a step down to the lower level, and then it has two steps off the deck on the lower level, which you'll see at the end of this. I just think it's a really, really nice looking deck. Nice big area on the upper level to do a picnic table or just some chairs to sit around, and then it's got a projection that sort of follows the bay that's on out, which you'll see there at the end, and a nice big area down there too. So it's plenty of room for plenty of furniture, and everyone can you can get quite a few people out there on that. It's a really nice deck. I like it. It's a nice big deck.
So we were really proud of this project, and we're coming to the end of this video, but it's one of our favorite decks that we've built this year, and we are glad that the homeowners were super excited to have their deck done. And if you want to see more pictures from this project, make sure to click the link in the description to take you to the full album on our Facebook page. Or if you're in the Cincinnati, Ohio area and you're looking to have your home remodeled, our contact info is listed below. So thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more remodeling content.